How often are the blue emergencies things been used in the past semester? Have they been used often?
This is the blue light emergency phones.
I couldn't answer how many times they've been used. I know they're checked regularly, and they have been used. I could not even begin to give you a number of times. I mean, when somebody calls in with a problem, I'm not really asking where they called from. They're calling with a problem. I haven't had any complaints of someone not being able to use a phone to contact the university police.
You said about the deputies, other security besides.
Yes, security people who are not police officers. Yeah.
Well, I know as far as from an employee standpoint, you know, we have building deputies that are supposed to help in an emergency, and I know that when we had the power outage at Laws, I mean, it was, we left the building in an orderly fashion. I mean, there was somebody there that was definitely in charge. Would you consider having in the buildings that there are going to be students working in? Obviously, you wouldn't need them in the university services building because there's no students there, but on those specific buildings, if we would have a building deputy, I guess you'd call them, for a person that would be there at night. I mean, I'm not saying to the wee hours, but until you said, because again, the buildings are open until 11:30, or question mark. Somebody that would remain in each of the buildings, of course, that would be more resources that we probably don't have, but at least there would be a presence there for those that are inside the building.
Resources, it's always a matter of priorities. You know, so yes, we could put more resources on this issue, and we would take them from somewhere else. It's not as if there would be new resources for this. So if that's something that the campus thinks is a higher priority than some other things we're doing, that's always an option.
I first want to thank you guys for coming out and providing this forum today and answering our questions. I really appreciate that. I know yearly there is a campus safety advisory board that does a safety walk throughout the campus. I wasn't able to participate this last year, but I know that usually entails a walk throughout the exterior of the buildings. Given this situation that happened 2 weeks ago, my suggestion would be that maybe during the second half of the second semester that there be a walk throughout the interior of the buildings to identify areas that may need more surveillance or just some high-risk areas that may need to have some solutions for. I think that there's two fronts that have been identified for safety issues now. Outside is obviously one of them, and now with this incident, the inside is definitely an area that needs to be addressed.
Thank you. Kathy? Casey?
Chief, I wanted to follow up with a question concerning the telephones with the blue lights. I was wondering if the technology is such that you're able to identify a location based on where the call is being made from. So in other words, if a person were incapacitated, maybe disoriented and said, help, help, would you know where to deploy the help?
Yes, we would.
Okay.
They're all, when you push that button, we know where it's coming from. We know it's coming from the second floor in the parking garage, and we're coming. And, you know, we consider that to be such as a 911 call. If we get a 911 call, we go. If we get a 911 hang up, we go faster because something might have just happened. And I've seen that back in the day, I've seen that happen. So if that button gets pushed, we know where it's at and we are responding, yes.
It's reassuring, thank you.
Yes.
And in follow-up, I think, someone correct me if I'm wrong, that the cameras are programmed to pan for those, is that true?
Some.
Okay, in some cases, anyway. So the cameras will also go to those same phones in there, too.
Chief, may I wanted to ask one more question, and the question is basically, IDHS Fusion Centers here, we have the Indiana Fusion Center. Are you working with them in any way to see if there's trends like this, increasing crime on campus, looking for future ideas of what might be happening across the campus communities across the state?
We get emails and we get updates constantly from other universities, from our own down at Purdue Lafayette, and from other universities about any problems they've been having. When, God forbid, there was a shooter on the east side, East Coast, we knew about it right then and there. The universities, they have a network, if you will, to let other communities, other universities know when this is happening. So the answer to your question is yes, we are aware.
And are you working with any of the chiefs of police organizations here in the northwestern Indiana area?
The position that I hold currently is a member of the Chiefs of Police Association. I have been a member of that prior, I've been a member of it now, and I'm certain that the new chief is also going to be.
Not sure where it was first written. It may have been in one of the communications that we received, but it's a really good idea for students to put the campus police phone number in their cell phones. And it would probably be, if it's not, it should be told to all the students going through new student orientation. Because we get, about 3,000 students come through, and if we all tell them that's a good thing to do when they come through orientation, you'll have a lot more eyes, and at least the students will be able to quickly contact the police. Just a suggestion.
Thank you for bringing that up. We just had a conversation with a group of students that we asked them to please program in your cell phones 219-989-2911. That goes directly to us. It can be argued either way. If you're calling 911, is that coming to us? No. It's going to Hammond. Then Hammond has to get finished with the call. Then they've got to call us and hopefully not get another call in the meantime, so that a 911 call, seconds count. So if we could get the students to get programmed into their phone to 911 that's coming to our station, it would be of great, great benefit in my opinion. So thank you for bringing that up.
And staff as well.
Staff as well. Everybody that's on this campus, if they have a cell phone, which let's see, I think about everybody does, program it in your phone, the 2911. Put the entire number in, 219-989-2911. You got it on speed dial. You see a problem, you push one button, it's coming. And it's coming to us. With the argument about the ambulance, you can call them too after the 911 call, or we're going to call the ambulance when we get there. But the bottom line is you're calling someone on campus.